Welcome to Cary Matters. I'm District C Councilmember Jack Smith, serving Cary since 1989, and today I'm joined by Councilmember Jennifer Robinson. Jennifer represents District A and has been on the council since 1999. We created this program to keep you informed about initiatives in our community, and today we're talking about something important for Cary's future, the 2024 Community Bond Referendum.
Thank you, Jack. I'm glad to have this opportunity to share information about the upcoming bond vote. On this fall's election ballot, Cary citizens will have the chance to vote on two bonds, a $560 million Parks and Recreation bond and a $30 million housing bond. Together, these bonds total $590 million in general obligation debt.
Those are big numbers, Jennifer. And if approved, these bonds will help the town meet goals outlined in both the Imagine Cary Community Plan and our housing plan. So let's break down what each bond includes and how it impacts the community.
Starting with the Parks Recreation Bond, this one funds 6 major projects: expanding our tennis park, building a community center in Western Cary, building a large sports and recreation community center in the South Hills development, building a greenway between downtown and Fenton, master planning a nature park, and master planning an Asian garden. Each of these projects are intended to enhance recreation for our growing community.
The housing bond addresses affordable housing and partnering with those in the community to provide additional options. This $30 million bond supports partnerships with nonprofits who support housing options for all, as well as the preservation of existing housing.
If you are voting on these bonds, it's important that you understand what these bonds are intended to accomplish. So visit carybonds.org to learn more. But it's also important that you understand the financial implications of leveraging the debt that is being considered. So let's talk taxes. If both bonds are approved, property taxes will increase by 9 cents, phased in over a few years. 3 cents in 2026, 3 more in 2028, and then another 3 cents in 2030. A good way to calculate this is that 1 penny equals about $10 of increase for every $100,000 of your home's assessed value. Another way to look at this is that it will roughly increase your property taxes by about 28%.
Well, this is a different bond conversation than we've had in previous years. Before, we said that debt could require a tax increase, and usually we didn't have to raise taxes to cover the debt. Or we said that we intended to build projects and that we were seeking citizen approval for the most beneficial financing option. However, this time, we want citizens to know that these projects will not be funded unless the bond passes. And there will be a tax increase if we leverage the debt to pay for the parks and housing projects.
So it's also important to note that these tax increases will not cover the cost to operate the facilities. Operations will be paid for with additional revenues, likely through additional property taxes. Historically, Cary's tax rate has been the lowest in Wake County, and even with these new taxes, the council will strive to keep our taxes among the lowest in the region. However, this is not something that we can guarantee. For this reason, we want every voter to make an informed decision when he or she goes to the polls.
And as you prepare to vote, decide for yourself if you want to make these investments in Cary's future, our parks, recreation, housing, and overall quality of life. And as Jennifer said, if you have any questions, visit carybonds.org. There you can find the project details, the tax implications, and much more.
Early voting starts October 17th at 2 locations in Cary, the Herb Young Community Center and the Senior Center at Bond Park. Election Day is November 5th, so be sure to check your voting details at the North Carolina Board of Elections website.
That's it for this edition of Cary Matters. Thank you for joining us.
And as always, thanks for choosing to call Cary home.